Hello everyone, I'm Jana. You are on the Nakheel Real Estate YouTube channel, and today we will talk about Palm Jebel Ali, a project which was frozen for many years. Now it is back, and let's talk about the project itself. Also, we will talk about the concept and what was the plans initially, and we will talk about possibilities for future residents and for investors, and also a little bit about how the artificial islands are made generally. So the mega project Palm Jebel Ali has been empty and stand for years. So it is constructed already, but it is almost completely empty. But in the end of May, in the end of spring, and on May 31st, the ruler of Dubai, Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, has announced that the project is go back. Let's see how it was. So this is the video of the presentation, how it was, and actually we've seen a really impressive project, and it was presented how the new Palm Jebel Ali, the new concept of Palm Jebel Ali will look like, and what we can expect. And I think it will be very, very interesting project, because generally Palm Islands are very, very popular. And we can see this on an example on Palm Jumeirah. So it is how it will look like. Let's go to details about the project and about the future plans. There were a lot of questions. What details was announced, and what the company Nakheel is going to build on Palm Jebel Ali, and what will be new in this project in compare with Palm Jumeirah. So let's go back on beginning of century, and let's see what was the plans. What were the plans of artificial islands in Dubai? So initially there was 3 palm-shaped islands. And 2 archipelagos of islands: Palm Jebel Ali, Palm Jumeirah, and Palm Deira. Also archipelagos of world and universe. But unfortunately, the financial crisis in 2007-2008 significantly affected these plans. The first and the foremost, of course, this is Palm Jumeirah. This is a significant project, very famous, and world's largest artificial island visible from space, and the area of 5.7 square kilometers and dimensions 5 to 5 kilometers. I just want to notice that technically Palm Jumeirah is not island, because it's connected with the mainland. We all call them island. Let's agree that I will call them, all these Palm Islands, like islands. Palm Jumeirah added over 70 kilometers of additional coastline. Also, it was built quite fast. It was built in 6 years. Construction works began in 2001, and infrastructure was ready by 2004, and residential and commercial development began in 2006. Almost in these years, 2006-2007, the sales were started. To build this significant construction, this significant island, it was used 100 million cubic meters of sand and 7 million tons of stones and gravel. And a little bit later in this presentation, we will talk about the construction of artificial island. It is very exciting. Construction cost is a whopping $12 billion. And actually, there are some stories about developing and such enormous projects. And in most cases, the budget is increasing during construction. So in the case of Palm Jumeirah, it's also the initial plan was to use less money, but finally it costs this enormous sum. If you were in Palm Jumeirah, I'm sure you passed by this 6-lane underground tunnel, which below the sea level on 25 meters. I find it is very interesting. And now about 20,000 people live on the island more or less permanently. And in this case, we're not talking about tourists and people who visit Palm, who live in Palm time to time. And this is more or less permanent population of the island of Palm Jumeirah. The next, Palm Deira. This project was supposed to be the largest palm-shaped island in Dubai. And it was started, but again, due to the crisis, due to financial, this huge financial crisis, the project was suspended, but some island was built. So the finished part of this island is now called Dubai Island. And there are some projects already built or under construction on this island. For example, maybe a month ago was one of the interesting projects launched. It was launched. It is Rixos service apartments. So if you're interested in, please let us know. And now you can buy a land plot for construction residential projects or like hotel. So if you are an investor and you're interested to build something on in Dubai, in islands, so it's possible to buy the land plot. Archipelago, the World Island. This is the one of also this finished, almost finished project. This shape in shape of world map, but just part of the islands has been developed and populated, and now you can find here just private villas and holiday villas and some hotels, 5-star hotels. You have a chance to fly there or just take a boat and just have a rest and have a holiday on these islands. The universe. This archipelago was supposed to be in the shape of stars and solar system and sun and the moon, but unfortunately also because of the crisis, the project was cancelled. Just want to mention that there are several small artificial islands in Dubai, and many people know these islands very well, and these islands are really popular places to have vacation or just to buy property. The first one is Port de la Mer. This is the island which is already have a lot of buildings, residential buildings and hotel. There is a marina, and also a couple of phases will be launched within a year or two. Generally, it is constructed, it is populated, it is a very nice place to live. The next one, it is Jumeirah. Jumeirah Bay. This is island with private villas and this very famous resort and hotel branded by Bulgari. There are ready apartments, and also now it is mansions on the construction, and there is marina, and this is really very high luxury resort and luxury property. Blue Waters, this is very famous, and many people love to be there. This is like small country in the country. Maybe if you've been on Blue Waters, this is beautiful place, and there are, I would say, like tourist attractions like promenade with a lot of restaurants and beautiful view on the sunset, and a really nice place, and many people like to buy property here, to rent property, or just have a vacation in a hotel, Blue Waters. And the last one is a Pearl Jumeirah. It's also a small island with private villas, and there is a Nikki Beach resort and Nikki Beach apartments. So very interesting question. How artificial islands are made? Of course, I'm not an engineer. I just read several articles about this topic, and this is really interesting. And now we just give general information about making artificial island because it's really complicated but this is a really great process just to build new land in the sea, in the water. This is some points displaying and describing how to, like general steps, how to build artificial island. Let's see the video. Here is how to build the artificial island. First of all, we need to know where we will do this, and there should be inspection of the seabed at the site of the future island, and it needs to understand and study the structure of the seabed and the currents. The next, it's formation of the island with stones and pipes. This is like a base of the future island. And then the construction of the core of the island from large stones for its stability. So the core is an ankle of this island that it will keep them on the seabed and not to move, not to flow away. So this is the next step. So to build the island, it's necessary to use sand. As you know, that's Dubai is next to the sand, to the desert, but unfortunately this sand is not good for constructing the island. It is small, it's not good to press this. So it's necessary to extract sand from the areas of seabed. So this is the next step, is extraction. This sand you can see on the video, and from the areas on the seashore. And for example, in Dubai, for Dubai, sand was taken from the shallows of the Persian Gulf. Special vessel pumps the sand into its hold with a giant hose. So it's like a huge vacuum which is taking sand from the seabed. So the construction of the island itself by filling method. So when you taking this sand from the shore, the next step is filling this base via the sand. So it's like you have a base, and the sand dispersed by means of the pump in a high arc into the prepared base of the island. And for making an accurate shape of the island, it's necessary to use GPS. And also you can see there, it's very important to understand the currents, less water to flow free between the parts of the island. The next step is to make this land, new land, strong enough for constructing buildings on it. So compaction of loose sand with special vibro compaction machines. You can see now on this video, a rod is introduced into each square meters of the soil, of the new soil, and vibrates and compress the sand. That's why sand taken from the seashell, because sand from the desert, it would be not possible to compress it. Like a final step, it's construction of the barrier pier, which made of gravel, stones, and rebar, to protect the new land, the new island, from erosion and high waves. So let's continue and talk about artificial islands in other countries, because this is the way to create new land, not only in United Arab Emirates, but also around the world. The first example is one of my favorite projects. It is Limassol Marina in Cyprus. I remember when I was visiting Limassol in 2009 or 2008, we were visiting with a group of brokers. We were visiting the future place and future land for constructing this Limassol Marina. And the guy who selling about the new project just shown us there will be Limassol Marina, and there is just empty land and open sea. And these times was quite difficult to impress that there will be this huge and significant project. And actually, this project is located next to old port of Limassol. The construction began in 2009, and real estate sales started in 2013. Limassol Marina is one of the infrastructure and one of the most important project in Cyprus. Chubu International Airport in Japan. There are 2 or 3 airports in Japan which were built on artificial islands. And this is one of them. And construction began in 2000, and the airport was opened in 2005. And why it was built? Because it was some needs for large companies for round-the-clock air cargo, and especially for Toyota and this huge factory. Toyota factory is located not far from this airport. Initially, the budget was about $7.3 billion, but because of the effective management, the cost was reduced. Was reduced by about 7 times, and finally, airport costs about $1 billion. The next project is a Phoenix Island in China. This is kind of luxury area and luxury district of Hainan province. And there are several residential buildings, also 5-star hotels, boutiques and restaurants, and especially at the night, it looks significant and impressive because of the light. And construction started in 2008, and the island was completed in 2014. The construction costs was about $1 billion. Total area is 265 square kilometers. This is like fashionable area and with yacht clubs. So this is like a very, very significant project for people who would like to live in this location. The next project is the Pearl in Qatar, also quite famous project. The construction began in 2006. Officially, the project opened in 2015, and the area is about 14 square kilometers. The same situation, Palm Islands in Dubai, because cost of construction was estimated 2.5 billion, but during the construction process, the amount increased several times. Now, this is the premium real estate, premium residential buildings, 5-star hotels, 3 marinas, boutiques, and there are like promenade with boutiques and restaurants, and prestigious world brands. I like this example because this is also artificial island. It's named Pebberholm, and it's located in Denmark, in Øresund Strait, between Denmark and Sweden. And actually, as you can see, this island is not for living. It's just a part of the tunnel which connects Denmark and Sweden, and connects the Øresund bridge with a tunnel. And this is really fascinating engineering thing which was built in 1995, 1999. The area just 1.3 square kilometers. There are some flowers, and animals live in, especially birds live on this island. And once a year, the ecologists visiting this island just to check how the animals and the birds feels being on this island. And the most funny thing about this island is the name, because Pebberholm means that pepper island. And it named after pepper because there are natural island nearby. You can see this part of this island. The name of this island is Saltholm. That means salt island. So there are 2 islands in Øresund Strait: this pepper and salt. Let's discuss opportunities for investors and future residents, because actually there are some interesting things we need to mention about the new project of Palm Jebel Ali. Firstly, let's go back in time and just to see how the prices were changed within 15 years, almost 20 years. You can see price change of Palm Jumeirah. This is green line. There is a statistic from 2023. We can see the changes when it was crisis, when it was next crisis, and how prices rised during last 2 or 3 years. We can compare the new Palm Jebel Ali, we can compare only with Palm Jumeirah because this is more or less the same. And how the Palm Jebel Ali the prices and the real estate market will develop, we can just predict or just to see from the example of Palm Jumeirah. As I also said, that the prices change significantly, and I will show some examples on the next slides. Let's take a look on the last few years, like from 2020. Within first quarter of the current year, the prices increases of 14%. If compare the beginning of 2022 and beginning of 2023, the first quarter, the prices increased more than 50%. This is impressive. During the period from 2020, when, as we all remember, it was a very strange year and pandemic year, the prices increased more than 120%. And now in Palm Jumeirah, the average price of the premium market is about $12,600 per square meter. But some properties, like luxury properties, the average price is about $25,600 per square meters. This is the analysis. Also, now we can see a high demand and lack of supply of villas on Palm Jumeirah. The real estate experts predict that residential supply in the coming 3 years will be very low on Palm Jumeirah, and you can see this supply is quite low, and we can predict and we can think that the huge part of this supply will move to the new Palm. This is the data taken from DXB Interact. This is the analysis of the Dubai Land Department, and also you can see the changes of prices in Palm Jumeirah of villas. And here we are talking about the whole market and the average prices. We can see how even from 2014 how the prices had changed. I like these examples. It's taken also from DXB Interact. This about the exact villas, and you can see how price changed. The villa with 2 beds, about 760 square meters, something like this, costs in April 2008. The price was 2.6 million dirhams, and this villa was sold in July 2023 for 22 million dirhams. So the price changed 10 times. This is amazing. And the next example is also the 2-bed villa. It's larger. It's bigger than the previous one, and it's about 12,000 square meters. So the next example is really impressive because this is another one villa. The area is about 1,000 square meters, and this villa was sold 5 times, and it's also shown that within 15 years, from November 2008 to July 2023, the villa, the price raised 10 times. It's really impressive. So let's see what is going to be built on Palm Jebel Ali, and what we can expect. What is the plan to build a new project on this palm? So there will be 7 connected islands in total. So all islands will be connected via bridges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The island will span 13.4 square kilometers, which is twice the size of Palm Jumeirah. It will add 110 additional kilometers of coastline to Dubai. There will be 80 hotels and resorts. There will be 10 kilometers of new beaches. It is expected that over 35,000 families will live on Palm Jebel Ali. And I'm sure that the developers of this island, just on example of Palm Jumeirah, will change and improve something and to make Palm Jebel Ali better for living and for well-being. 30% of the public facilities will be powered by renewable energy. This is very important now. And the future infrastructure will include luxury hotels, residential areas, malls, shopping areas, commercial zones, entertainment centers, like theme park. Definitely there will be yacht marinas and hotels and resorts. What we know for now, that's the first sales will be on palm leaves from this side and that side. There will be land plots and also villas with land. So let's see the highlights of Palm Jebel Ali. What is the next interesting points of the future project? It is located closer to the Abu Dhabi Emirate, the fastest growing economy in the region. You know that there is the second international airport in Dubai. It's named Al Maktoum. It is located close to Palm Jebel Ali, just 30 minutes by car. I think you've heard this news about starting of Etihad Rail. It started to operate, and let's take a look on the map of Etihad Rail. This is the future Etihad Rail, and one of the lines of Etihad Rail will connect Jebel Ali Port with the rest of rail. So it's very good for infrastructure, very good for connection, and people who will use these trains will be easy to get from Palm Jebel Ali to other parts of United Emirates. What is very important, there is just one entrance to get to Palm Jumeirah, and of course you know about this hard traffic, which you can see in the evenings or in the morning. And what is a good point of good characteristic of Palm Jebel Ali, there are 3 entrances. So you can get to the center of Palm Jebel Ali via one bridge, and there are 2 additional roads, like bridges to the crescent of to the both sides of crescent of Palm Jebel Ali. This is very good infrastructure point, which is on Palm Jumeirah, located just inside the crescent. And in Palm Jebel Ali, the beaches will be from the both sides of this part of crescent. So there will be beaches from both sides. And also, as I said, there will be focus on improving people's well-being and overall quality of life because of the new technologies and because of the new materials. And I think it will be a very interesting project to live in, and also it will be a good opportunity for investors. This is Al Maktoum Airport. You can see here is the airport, and just really 30 minutes driving to Palm Jebel Ali. We will be happy to consult you to tell more about the project, about the new opportunities, and when the sales will start, we will inform our clients. So if you have any questions, if you have any requests, please let us know in the comments on this video, or just contact us via our social medias and our phone, and we will be happy to tell you more about project and in general about the market in Dubai. So bye bye, see you in the next video.